joining us for the pre-service show.
Yeah, it's been like a beautiful day, like 5-7 days in a row, which I'm really happy about.
It felt a little bit cool today, so...
I know, we pulled out our longer dresses. I thought about wearing a short dress today, and I was like, I don't know. It's getting a little bit chilly.
Yeah, almost time to clean up leaves and clean up the garden.
Yeah. So I think I thought we would kick off this pre-show with a fun question. Pastor Cheryl, if you wrote a book, what would it be about, and what would you title it?
If I wrote a book, it would probably be about 30 years of ministry. And maybe what not to do.
I think you were talking about this actually. Have you thought about writing a book before?
I have, but I just haven't settled down. Yeah.
Maybe when you slow down, you'll write a book.
I was thinking about when I turned 50, I wrote down 50 of my kind of things, little idioms about life or proverbs that I've come up with about life. I thought, well, that would be a good basis for a book.
Yeah, every time you tell a story in the office, I'm always like, I'm learning stuff. Yeah. Little nuggets of like what to do, what not to do, how to handle situations and stuff like that. So I can see you on a beach with your laptop or even a pen and paper and just writing a book.
Yeah, that would be fun someday.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I got my passport, so hopefully I can travel soon. Praise God. It took me forever.
That came in finally.
What would you do? What book would you write?
I don't know yet. I feel like I'm a little too early on in my life. You know what? Maybe I have some wisdom to share.
Being Italian.
Yeah, honestly, what to expect.
Yeah.
What to expect if you date an Italian or join an Italian family. There's actually really a lot of stuff. I actually find, so I had Kenesha come over one time to my grandparents just to like come in and out and say a quick hello. And I realized after like I got back in her cart, there's a bunch of things that we do out of habit that are a part of the culture that you wouldn't like. It's like you got to say hi when you come in, you got to say bye, and it's like the double kiss on the cheek. And if they offer you something, you take it. It's like, I don't care if you literally have 20 in your trunk.
You want to or not.
Yes, exactly. It's very offensive if you don't. You know? But anyways.
You might even leave with a homemade jar of marinara sauce or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're part Italian too, I think, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little. We are on now Facebook and YouTube. Okay. Well, good morning to everybody. If you're online, we'd love to, if you guys could give us a quick hello. You know what? If you're online, I would like to know if you wrote a book, what would it be about and what would you title it? I think that's a fun question for anybody to answer.
I think that's a great question. I love that. So what's happening today? What's happening in the impact world today, Madeline?
I feel like there's a lot of little announcements and little stuff going on in the impact world that are making a big impact. So we're going to cover a little bit of that today.
Yeah.
And then we have like some fun updates for the impact kids as well. Now that school has started and stuff's rolling, just figuring out what it looks like for our kids too. So do you have anybody joining you on Facebook?
Well, I'm just trying to find it. So you go ahead. Keep going.
I don't have anybody on YouTube yet, but so we started.
So we're talking to the air.
We're talking to the World Wide Web. You know what, though? These get aired on Tuesday. So if you're watching on a Tuesday, we've got so much good information for you.
Good information. All right.
So we started our move days this past week.
Love
Thursdays at 1:30. As you know, we're moving buildings, and so there's a bunch of stuff that's got to get done around just to make the transition smoother.
Yeah.
Throwing out. Pastor Cheryl, one day you're going to be here. We're going to order a bin, and you're just going to.
Yeah, we'll have a day when I'm going to be here, and we'll just mark everything that needs to be tossed.
Yeah, so this past Thursday, we actually had gone through the loading dock. It's kind of like our garage of the church, really.
Exactly.
Because a lot of stuff is stored in there, and you want to throw it away, but it's like tools that you need, chairs, these massive circle tables, like when we would run events, which is going to happen in the new building one day again, right? When we're all together.
Hopefully.
Is that a bee?
Oh, gosh, that's a bee.
Got it. Whoa. You know what? Bees have been everywhere this year.
Yeah. Yeah, so the move days are great. So I'll let everybody know when I'm going to come in and start throwing things out with a great big bin. So those of you who like to grab some things, we'll let you know. So, but don't be horrified.
Don't be horrified.
Yeah. But, someone might really like the stuff that I throw out. So there you go.
Yeah. I don't know if we had a picture or if you put it up already of the loading dock, but that's what we had cleaned out. But also upstairs, there are some tables, I think, that we're going to be giving away. Do you want to talk about that?
So we've got some long rectangle tables that we won't be taking with us because we would rather buy the lightweight kind of
the plastic ones.
Tables are a little bit easier on your back, but we do have some long rectangular tables. you're welcome to take them before we throw them in the dumpster. Like some of the leg mechanical parts are useful, and if you want the wood or whatever, but we're going to be throwing those out. So just, if you want one now or want a few, just let us know and take them away.
You can come pick them up. They are a little bit heavy, but we actually checked all of them, and they're all they're not broken.
Yeah,
they're a little bit wobbly because they've had some use, but all good to go. And they're just these long kind of buffet tables.
Yeah, and we've had them for like 30 years, so we can do the lightweight ones now.
Just whip, and we got to whip them up and down the stairs. I mean, hopefully the new place, all on one floor might be a little bit easier.
I can't do that anymore. We did it when we were young, but I'm not carrying those tables around anymore. So they are not going with us, and so if you don't take them, they're going in a dumpster.
Yeah, and so it was really great. Rennie actually came on Thursday too, and we, after did the loading dock, we went upstairs, and we have kind of a resource room with costumes, with like props that we run from events. And old kids church stuff, kids church tins. And so we actually had posted those, getting rid of all of those and kind of packing up all of that stuff. So again, this Thursday at 1:30.
Just an hour.
Yeah. 1:30 to 2:30. We've got boxes already. So I was thinking about the kitchen. All of the extra plates, the cups.
We could be packing all that up now because
pots
we're not
and
allowed
pans.
to have
big events, right?
Pack it up. Yeah.
So we might tackle the kitchen next, which the kitchen's actually really annoying to pack. I don't know if anyone's ever moved before, but like the spices, the bajillion condiments and all that stuff. So
I just throw them in a box.
And it's good. Check the due date, when is it due? But we keep things pretty clean around here because of you.
Yeah. All right, what else is going on? So if you're new to Impact Church and you want to know how to give to Impact Church, you can give on our website through PayPal, or you can do an e-transfer, and the e-transfer is giving at impactlondon.ca, and then the old-fashioned way by mail in a check or whatever, or drop off your offerings. So so there's lots of ways that you continue to give at Impact Church. So I do want to do a little shout out to those online. We've got Rennie online, Jeremy's online, Mira's online. Henry said there was no sound, but that...
Well, I got Henry here on YouTube. He said it works a little bit better, and Henry likes free stuff. Henry, we've got one giveaway today for $1, but I think you were talking about the tables upstairs. I don't know if you have a pickup truck or you know someone, but you can come get these tables.
Yeah.
We'll have them ready for you.
You can sand them down, use the wood to build something. Who knows?
That's
Anyways,
right.
Janet Parker Henley is watching us. Ray Berryman is watching us.
Got
Very
Sharon
good.
Bruder online.
So
Good
welcome,
morning.
everybody.
It's good to have everybody. So, just like a quick testimony, Stefan from the house, I know we talked about it last week, he had a bunch of coats donated to him from Toronto, Columbia, over like thousands of dollars worth of jackets.
Fantastic.
Both for fall and for winter. And so that's been a really big deal. And then he also had these milk mats. And so, just really good if you're living on the streets. They don't get bed bugs or anything like that. And so if you would like to donate, if you guys drink milk or somebody does with the milk bags, if you want to bring those in, and we'll find somebody creative to put those together. But that's a really practical.
Yeah.
Did you see the milk bags last week? Oh, wow. It's really, really cool. Any plastic bags. Oh, wow. I got a lot of plastic bags.
Yeah.
So any plastic bags. Doesn't have to be milk bags only.
So in a span of 4 days, he handed out 40 blankets. So I imagine when the weather starts to get colder, he'll be handing out more blankets. And one of the things that he talked about that would be optimal for people kind of living on the streets is those emergency blankets.
Yeah, we actually have a couple pictures.
Yeah.
We have a couple pictures. So you don't have to go out and spend like $15, $20 on a blanket because you might not know, how long it lasts. But these emergency blankets you can find at Walmart. And actually this orange one, I looked it up on Amazon. You can get like one for $5, or they have multiple different packs for $20. You can get like a pack of 5 for $4.
And that keeps them wet. Or keeps them wet, keeps them dry, and keeps them warm. So that's
right.
really, really important.
Yeah,
and it's not a big expense. And we'll probably, as a church, buy a whole bunch as well.
That's a very practical way.
Right, Carl? Yes.
Yes. So you can get those emergency blankets
The other
anywhere.
thing that would be really, really helpful as staff administers to those who are homeless on the streets is during the winter, hats, mitts, and warm socks are really, really important as well. I know even in this area, many times we've seen people walking around in the middle of winter with no shoes and no socks on. So warm socks, warm mitts, hats, those emergency blankets would really be appreciated.
Yeah, and even probably for one of our move days, just going with our theme, we might even have like an assembly line or just
putting some packages
together for the winter, so that when Stefan does go out, that they're ready to go.
Yeah, and I'm sure, as a new season transitions and you're going through your closets, I know that I have hats and mitts that I will never wear, and if they're clean and really still very, very usable, please bring them in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know Pat already brought a couple of blankets in, so...
Brandon Keener is watching online. Aren't you on honeymoon yet?
They actually are leaving today, so they were packing yesterday, and then they're leaving us today. So
Mr. and Mrs. Keener. Woohoo! Well, that's very good. Okay, talk to us about small groups.
Yeah, so small groups have been going on for a couple weeks now, so really great stuff. If you haven't signed up, groups from Tuesday all the way through to Friday at different times of the day, different areas of the city, and if you can only do online, we have only Zoom options for you as well.
Yeah, so, if you're okay with coming in person, we do have some small groups happening here. We're very careful to do the physical distancing, the masks and everything, but we are able to facilitate, because the building's so big, some small groups meeting here, but we have a couple that are meeting in homes as well.
Yeah.
And then we're continuing to do it online with Zoom. And I like it. I'm getting quite used to Zoom.
How was your ladies group on Tuesday?
Was that something on?
No, I just was checking my notes.
My ladies group was great.
Yeah.
I think we had 12 or 13.
And what article you did?
It was dropping the rope on patriarchy, so it was good. Discussing patriarchy, its roots, and what to do, and how Jesus manifests an anti-patriarchy kind of mode of operation. So it was good.
He broke a lot of norms, barriers.
Yeah,
Jesus
he really did breach a lot of the cultural norms of his day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we actually also had our men's breakfast on Saturday. It was bring
Pastor
your own
Carl
breakfast.
Said it was great.
Yeah. How many people did you have, Pastor Carl? 15 or 16. So that everything was 6 feet apart. You brought your own breakfast and you...
Oh, they had more on Zoom. That's fantastic.
It was
That's really good. He said the guys leading the group did a really fantastic job.
Oh, that's lovely.
He said as a pastor, he felt really proud.
Oh my gosh, that's really lovely. I think that was Henry Redekop and Stephen Henry, right?
Yeah. Henry.
The Henrys. We call them the Henrys.
Very good. So that's really good.
So they've got men's group once a month. And then also, if you're a young adult, we are gathering... not in person, on Zoom, on Fridays at 7 p.m. And we actually had a couple of weeks ago, we met up and did just a fun first hangout, just to catch up. And it was actually really, really good. Zach had brought up some great conversations in relation to our series Move, just on what your goals are. Like, do you have goals 3 months, 6 months, and even a year from now? And it was just really encouraging, because with COVID going on, 2020 has just been a lot.
Yeah, you feel like you're stalled. Like everything is stalled and on hold.
Right. And so to have this group to get together, and then even just for Zach to prompt these questions, it was almost like a realigning, or like a, hey, this is still a thing where,
Snap out of it.
God still has plans. You can make goals 3, 6.
You can still dream.
You can still dream. It's not going to stick around forever. So that was really, really good, I thought. And, ministry can look different online. But we were reading an article just, doing ministry virtually now and what that looks like. And one of the really important things is to still have deep connection. Yeah. And I think we picked up just the Zoom groups really quick and easy. And we're still, I feel, after that YA conversation, I'm like, I get to hear actually people on the Zoom call what their dreams are, what their goals are, and for them to be known, for other people to hear and even share.
One of the most important things about ministry is that people feel seen, felt, and heard,
Yeah.
Or seen, valued, and heard.
Valued and heard.
Yeah. And so, you might think that Zoom is impersonal, but it's not impersonal.
Yeah.
You can actually have some very, very genuine connection that takes place through Zoom. I know that in some of the women's groups, we had some genuine, raw conversations and really, really good connections through Zoom. And, it can still happen. Life's not on hold.
That's right.
Continue to dream. It's really, really important.
Yeah, so I thought I'd ask the crowd online the question and in person, what are you guys dreaming about, and what areas in your life would you like to see movement?
Yeah,
Zach, those were some really good questions on the young adult conversation the other night.
What
so
areas
thank you.
would you like to see movement, and what are you dreaming about?
Right.
Yeah.
Can be, a
I'm
couple months
dreaming
from
about
now.
Barbados. That's really selfish and
Pastor
very
Cheryl,
temporal.
you got to get on the
I've got my
beach.
passport, and for me, a holiday is not a holiday unless I'm on a beach somewhere engrossed in like 11 fictional stories. Anyways, that's
great.
really a very
fictional. I didn't
worldly dream.
You're good at reading. You read all kinds of books, so.
Yep. All right.
Good morning to everybody online.
Yeah,
if you're
I got a lot
tuning in,
online too.
it's good to see a bunch of family online. We got Rennie, Sharon Bruder, Henry Redicop. So yeah, we're happy to see
Got
you
Lori
guys.
Nicholson, Kathy Milne. Good morning, everybody. Jen Sloan. We got Jeremy, Shirley Narty. I think I said that right. Barb Zimmer's watching. Joshua Russell is watching. Good morning to everybody. If this is your first time at Impact Church, we just want to say a great big welcome to you. Why don't you tell people about how they can connect, Madeline?
Yeah, so if you're watching either this morning or even, this is a rerun, we have a Connect card on our website, front page. You click the Connect card, it'll take you to a place where you just fill out some information, and we love to send you a gift in the mail and then call you up, and just ask you, do you have any questions, or would you like to go for coffee? Because, that's what church is all about, is family and community. And so we've made that a priority.
Yeah, and we haven't put everything on hold at Impact Church. We still do discipleship. I know that Pastor Kelly is discipling someone via Zoom, and they meet regularly, and so discipleship can continue. Getting to know more about the Lord or whatever can continue. So nothing's stopped here at Impact Church.
No, we actually have a couple of people who'd like to get baptized, so we're trying to figure out what that looks like to get them baptized safely.
Yeah.
Whether that be...
Find someone with a heated pool. That'd be great.
Heated pool, different days, what I mean? We could do it once, here in the tub, and then do another week once a month or something. But
so that's one area I'm really, really excited and really very proud to be a part of Impact Church, is that we were kind of pandemic ready. Like when this whole thing happened, we've been doing streaming and online stuff for so long. And for the early weeks, we're able to kind of just change the whole room into a studio. We still continue with children's ministry, small groups, discipleship, and we're really ready when the doors were open to us again. So I'm just really proud of the team here, proud of the staff here, and just really excited to be a part of a church that was anticipating change and getting ready for change. And didn't get surprised by the change that took place. So
I think the two, Pastor Carl and Cheryl, really lead that. Like you guys, I'm very thankful for you. You guys always have like a vision, kind of future approach to life. Sky's always blue. And so even before, we had no idea when stuff was going to open back up, but it was just like, okay, when we do, what is it going to look like? How can we be proactive right now in connecting with people? Let's grab the attendance list, let's go through, call people, make sure they're okay. How can we help them? And so I just found staff meetings super helpful and working together as a team to be proactive.
And we are a team. We're a great team. I don't know, but I love coming to my place of work, and I love working with the team of people that I work with, and I love that we are progressive, that we haven't lost hope, that we are still brokers of hope and brokers of dreams and everything. Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen.
And Pastor Carl, I have to give a shout out to Pastor Carl. He is a blue sky guy. Everything's going to be roses, and so it's great. He's just blue sky and tells us this is how it's going to be, and this is what you're going to do.
And he's like, and you better come along with me or else. Well.
There's no alternative.
But
there's
it's
no
good.
that always reminds me of the story, the Chicken Little story, the sky's falling, and around Pastor Carl and this team, the sky's never falling. It's always good.
It's always good. That's good. That's why it's important to be in community, right? Those small groups, and then even coming to church. It's like, it's meeting together, focusing on Jesus, and the kingdom of the Lord always is advancing.
So we had something really exciting take place this Friday.
What do you want to share? What happened this Friday?
Well, this Friday, Nadia Ackworth and Brandon Keener became husband and wife, and we had the honor and the privilege of serving at that ceremony and that miracle, the union of one couple taking place. And so I was thrilled because Brandon was born into this church, so we've known those kids for 28 years.
That's a while.
Yeah, so it was really...
Do we have pictures from the wedding, guys? Up in the...
Do we have a couple pictures from the wedding?
I did send them a couple, but it couldn't have been a more beautiful day.
Oh, my goodness.
Just like it was sunny outside. The weather was lovely. Look at that. And Pastor Carl and Cheryl did a really good job. They matched the whole wedding party. Isn't that beautiful? Like he grew up in the church, and then Pastor Carl got to marry them. It's just
really,
looks
really
so
fantastic.
happy.
So there's no pictures of me.
You know what? I'm sure the photographer got some great ones.
Me. Let's face it. But it was great. It was a really fantastic day and just an honor for us. And I love our Impact people because they are the life of the party. As soon as the dancing begins, there's no holding back the Impact group. They're up there on the dance floor showing us all how it's done. And it's too bad we don't have a video of George singing Proud Mary. You know what? Maybe next week. I'm like, it's so kingdom. Like, I just feel like Jesus is really fun, and I think he really likes to dance. Yeah. And so it's like, I think it's a reflection of heaven. Heaven on earth. It's like we're all having fun together, and then seeing gifts and talents, like George is singing, his heart out, and then we get to worship together with him on stage. Yeah, and you got to see my gift and talent for dance. It was impressive. I actually didn't get to witness that. Yeah, and Pastor Carl's idea of dancing is doing jumping jacks. It looks like jumping jacks because it looks like this. Just going to demonstrate. This is great. That's Pastor Carl's dance. Did you guys, you had a first dance at your wedding? No, back in the day when I was first saved and we were really young, those kind of things never happened, dances. It was so religious. We had a meal, we said speeches, and we said goodbye. And now I wish I could do it all over and have a great big party. Yeah. That's what it felt like. Yeah. Wait, so you had no dancing at all? No dancing. We didn't do a first dance, none of that stuff. Yeah, so it's just really, really bad. But if I could do it all over again, maybe when we're 40 years married or something. Do like another celebration? Yeah. Oh, that would be fun. And that should happen. How many years you been married now? This December, it'll be 37 years. 37 years. Yeah. So maybe in 3 years we'll do a 40th celebration. We'll do a dance and a party. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Okay. That'll be good. I want to talk about Impact Kids. He's got to ask his first wife. Talk about Impact Kids there, Madeline. Okay, so Impact Kids, we've been a little bit taking a break. We just want to see how September got started, but we still have been sending out the lessons every Sunday at 2. So I think starting in October, we are going to kind of not do the 2 o'clock videos anymore and actually kind of put all of our energy into a Sunday not goodie bag. Actually, it's more intentional. We are putting kind of like a lesson in a bag. And so in the bag, there'll be a point of the day, like Jesus loves me all the time. So the activity will be surrounding that. There'll be like worksheets surrounding that kind of to learn the lesson. Yeah. Does that make sense? Kind of consolidate the lesson. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. So we have goodie bags, busy bags right now, but it's just kind of a bag full of fun. But starting in October, we're going to have a bag put together with a lesson inside. Inside, there will be some links. If your kid has an iPad or they can use their phone while they're in their seat, they can go to these links and it will have like just some more activities that they can engage with. More object lessons to reinforce what the message is. That's right. Yeah. And so the other thing, keep going, sorry. No, there you go for it. Yeah, so just remember in October, we're going to have those bags ready. And then the other thing that we've done is if you are bringing children, we have created an overflow room. Sometimes kids are really fantastic at playing quietly in their seats, and some children just need a little more space. Yeah. And then, we've created this overflow room, one for an abundance of people, and 2 for people who have children who just don't want to sit that still. Yeah. And so we want to make sure that you still feel welcomed, and there are like all the cleaning things in there, and it's all physically spaced out, so it's good. Mm-hmm. So we'll be doing no more Sunday lessons at 2 p.m. video. It'll be these bags on Sunday morning you can pick up, which will have the lesson in a bag. If you're not comfortable with coming in and you would still like to get these goodie bags, we'll actually have them ready for you on Friday, or you have something going on Sunday. We'll have them ready for you on Friday, so you're welcome to come pick them up, and so the kids can still partake in the fun. That's really fantastic. Isn't that great? Kelly and Kenesha putting those together. So yeah, that's really great. And I don't know, did I take pictures, Sue? I think. Yeah, she did. She put one up a few seconds ago. Oh, did she? Oh, yeah. Kenesha's been great. Having like tic-tac-toe on the floor for the kids.
and some other fun stuff. The greeting board when you come in, how would you like to be greeted? All safe, elbow bump, a kind of like a wave, a surf's up. So
yeah, that's really fantastic.
We're doing great with the kids.
Yeah, the other thing that's going to be upcoming soon is we're working on an Impact app. And so that should be ready within the next couple of weeks, and we'll have our own app that you can download on your phone. So we'll keep you posted on that, and just keep your eye out for that. So we're really excited about it.
It's actually really exciting. I'm sure we'll talk about it more in the future, but I've got it on my phone, and it's so convenient.
Yeah, and it actually, it's a good picture, it's good flow, everything. So we're really excited about that. So what else is going on? We got about 3 more minutes?
Yeah, we have a couple more minutes. Okay, well, I want to do a giveaway here.
Okay, you do a giveaway.
I'll do a giveaway. So,
did we get anyone respond about the book that they would write?
I asked a question at the beginning of the pre-show. If you wrote a book, what would it be about, and what would you title it? And Pastor Cheryl, what did you say?
Ministry, what not to do. I could think of all the mistakes. It could be chapters in and of themselves. It could be a lot of chapters, though.
Yeah, she'll share stories in the office, and it's just like so much wisdom is shared in the stories, even if they, went wonky or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just
and
really
some of the
good.
stories they've heard over and over again. Pastor Carl and I, we forget we've been here for 30 years, and that some of the staff may have heard them more than once.
That's
so
okay.
We'll be having our morning coffee, and Carl's telling a story and went, I think I heard this already. I know, but I can tell it better this time.
You haven't heard this story before yet, right?
I'm always checking him because he tells them. Anyways, what's the giveaway
Okay,
there?
so I've got John Maxwell's book here, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. I thought, in our series, Move series, growing goals, I thought we would give this book away. And so if you are online or even in person and you want to tell me something that you've been learning from the book of Mark, because our series is just going through the book of Mark, you guys can shout out online. There's some really good stuff. It's like story after story after story, and Jesus doing a lot of teaching and going.
And he's moving all the time.
And
There's an immediacy that you find in Mark about the immediacy of Jesus' ministry and his focus and his intention towards Jerusalem. So it's really great. It's a great book.
Yeah.
I love reading Mark.
Speaking of moving, we last Thursday had done our move day at 1:30. We had moved some stuff from the loading dock, maybe pitched some stuff, but also kind of organized it just to get us ready for our move day in the spring of 2021.
And within the next couple of weeks, we're going to rent a great big dumpster and have a big throw-out day. So we'll make sure we let you know, so that if you are a person who finds treasure in someone else's junk, we'll let you know. But it will be a throwing out day, so don't be shocked.
And we'll be giving stuff away. So we've got right now some massive tables upstairs. They're really heavy, made of wood.
Rectangular tables.
Yeah, but if you can come pick them up, they're all yours. So you can just call the office or email us and say, I'd like to get those. I think how many do we have? We probably have like
8 or 10.
Between 6 to 10.
Yeah.
So
we shouldn't forget the all access button for after service.
We've got an all access pass. So if you guys are watching online virtually, or even if you'd like to join in on house, we've got a lobby, and we have prayer teams as well in person, but we do also have them online.
So we have prayer in-house. If you're in the church today, you need prayer from someone, we have the yellow tape marked at the front, but we also have a prayer team ready on our in our Zoom. So what do you call that? Online platform. I couldn't remember the words for it.
So I think it's about time to start. It's 9:58. We're going to have a couple minutes countdown, but thank you so much for everybody who's joining in-house, but also
God bless
online.
You all.
It's going to be a great morning.
Amen.
There's always stuff in store when we gather together. Jesus, has always got good stuff. So
good.
Here we go.